Well, hello everyone. Welcome to hour number 4 of Die Bloody Budgies, week number 5! Graham, what's going on, man? What are we doing?
All the mercenaries are kind of gathered around the gate as they want to be, ready to leave in the morning. Before they can go, Captain Shanat halts the opening of the gate and proclaims that Walzer, the Wyvern rider who left yesterday, is a wanted man now, and there is a bounty of 50 gold pieces on his head, well, on his safe return, wanted alive
and
unharmed for the what did we decide? Did we decide something?
Murder of Thistleburrows.
Murder of Boswell Thistleburrows, the wealthy benefactor of the Vale to the north. He's in a lot of trouble, and anybody seen cavorting with him or known to cavort with him will be in deep trouble as well.
Lord will be hiding during this time.
Sure, yeah. And then he lets the men leave.
Okay.
I'm excited!
Was there any sort of, like, rabble or anything like that after the announcement?
Yeah. Rebel.
Okay.
Rabble.
Alright. Very good.
Meanwhile, next day, Walzer, what do? You wake up?
Yeah, I wake up, I pack my stuff,
For what?
I just put it back on the pike.
When you wake up, Figs is next to you,
Like, just sitting there?
standing.
Give me a moment, let me pack up my stuff and I'll be right with you.
Going somewhere?
No, I just like to... I've made it a habit of when I sleep outside to pack things up early. I'm just putting it back on the pike here, you see.
He says, Walzer, I like you.
Oh, that's good.
I think you have a certain detached air about you that I find intriguing and useful.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time by myself and with Pike here, and he's pretty much like the only one that I really trust, ultimately. I say that as I, like, you know, pull my shit together and put it on the back there and secure it as tight as I could.
Mm-hmm.
He might not say much, but Pike and I, we have something special, you know. Makes living out in the wilderness away from all the debauchery that goes on a lot easier.
Aye. I suppose it's time for your first trial, Walzer.
Interesting. I'm listening.
And he says, firstly, I want you to stand over there, and I want Pike to stand over there. Pointing to...
How far away is the connection?
He says, stand 100 feet apart.
Okay. I do
So
that.
you can kind of see him, he can kind of see you.
I sort of, without wordlessly, I sort of, Pike goes to his spot, like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to seem like I'm giving him a verbal command, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like just natural,
okay.
Yeah.
He says, close your eyes.
Okay, close my eyes. Open your mouth. No. Okay. No.
He will take your broken arm and put it behind your back.
Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't. Then he'll take his other hand and he'll pull it so it really hurts.
What are you doing?
Says it's a test. Really hurts. He's really hurting you. I imagine Pike feels your pain and he's coming to help you.
I open my eyes and put up my other good hand to Pike.
And he says, we don't need help. We don't need a crutch like you have with Pike. Pike is an animal, he's a crutch.
Pike is...
We are individuals, we are people. We don't need help. Pulls it again.
I sit there and I take it, and I don't really say much.
Okay, he kicks you in the back of the knee, so you fall down.
Okay. Is he still pulling my arm when he does this?
No, he lets your arm go.
I
And he puts his foot on your back and pushes you to the ground.
okay.
And he says, "I want you to send Pike away. He's a weakness. He's your weakness. You don't need him. You're stronger than that, Walzer. Walzer, you're stronger than that."
Well, I have to command him to go. You're gonna have to let go of me to do that.
He lets go
Right.
of you.
I stand up and I re-sling my arm, I guess. I just gotta look at him. I was like, okay. So I rub myself down. So let me just quickly make sure I have everything that I need. Okay. All right. I walk up to Pike and I put my hand on his neck and I telepathically tell him what is happening and what's been said and what I need him to do, which is to appear to be distraught when I tell him to leave. If that makes any sense. You know, like how you're telling a dog to go home and the dog just doesn't understand and he keeps following you, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I want him to do that, and I also want him to... Fucking hell, there's a giant ship out there just making noise. Give me a second here, let me close the window. Yeah.
The majestic sea ship, calling for mates.
So basically I'm going to tell him to leave, and I'm going to tell him to make his way back to the camp and seek out Engelard.
Okay, back to the keep.
Back to the keep, yeah. And if anyone tries to stop him, he's to go straight to Engelard.
Okay.
Yeah, and I assume that Engelard would still be in the camp. So, I mean, if you can't find him, then he's to wait outside the camp and not make trouble with people. And if people approach him, that he doesn't recognize, he's to keep going. And if he can't find, like, if he can't find Engelard, then he's to go back to Thistleburrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
That's what I tell him. So then,
he'll do his best to look distraught.
And after that happens, I basically say, I'm sorry about this, and I kick him in the chest, and I say, get out of here, you're not useful to me anymore, and then I kick him again, all the while I'm saying, sorry in my mind. Yeah, this needs to happen. I need to be a part of this group, and so we can find what we're looking for. That sort of thing,
Okay, so he'll run off.
Does he agree with me? Like, is he agreeing?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he understand? Yeah, cool.
He understands.
All right, excellent. Yeah. And then I turn back to Figs and I'm like, test number 1.
And he'll walk back up to you and he'll look at you in the eye, try to side you up,
I'll look back.
and then he'll walk past you back to the camp.
I'll follow.
Okay. Come back to Engelard and Roland, just waiting.
Do you have any 7s?
No.
Are you
Third
sure?
time. For the 4th time, no.
All right, come back to Walzer.
Yeah, so I'll follow Figs in. I'm sort of unsure of what he wants here.
Yeah,
Can I do a trouble sense by any chance?
sure.
Yeah, I'm not really entirely sure what's going on here. So, 26. Nice.
Seems like trouble.
All right.
Like, perhaps murderous trouble. Like, these guys are murderers and rapers and thieves, and
Okay.
he is justified to himself. What he's doing is righteous.
All right. Well. Yeah. I guess I'm along for the ride now. But I'm gonna be wary.
So, Figs will take you over to the kind of wooden structure in the center and sit down and says, "Join me."
I'll sit down.
And he says, "Tell me about the first man that you killed."
I think for a moment, because there's been a lot of people that I've killed.
Has there?
Whether or not there actually has been, according to Walzer stories, there has been.
Yeah. Trying to like think back to where it is. It's like there was a man in Fort Mitchell that I murdered. He was a guardsman. I was brought in for questioning. I refused to be questioned. And that resulted in a brawl, I guess. I had a companion at the time. I don't know what happened to him, but together we were able to fight them off, and I murdered a few of them. I mean, it was mostly out of safety. I didn't want to be there, and they were forcing me to be there. Not much more to be said about it. How did it feel? Well, it wasn't like killing a goblin, if that's what you ask. It was weird to kill a man who was paid to protect a village or a fort.
I mean, to be fair, it's Fort Mitchell. They probably didn't really care.
I know, but I'm playing this up a little bit here.
I know.
In your mind, was it good?
What do you mean, was it good? Good to kill?
Morally?
Well, I don't know about morally, but it was the right thing to do in the situation for my own safety.
Interesting. My informants, Jasper and Paul, should be on their way back by now.
Okay.
They feed me information from the keep based on shipments. There are a number of traders in the keep on the borderlands who bring in goods from the various directions, north and south.
Okay.
We'll get a job sooner or later.
All right.
And he says, "But you speak of killing goblins.
Yes.
Tell me about that."
Well, we were around Fort Mitchell when we ran into a group of goblins that were organized, I guess you could say. Well, they seemed to be organized. I mean, they didn't have very good weapons, I mean, as you'd imagine. But they did have a little emblem, I guess you could call it. Like, it was simply a hand print, maybe in blood, maybe in red paint, and I wasn't really sure. And they attacked us along the road, and I sort of, hunted them down after that, made sure that they wouldn't attack people.
There are rumblings in Thunderon about goblins, orcs, etc.
What do the rumblings tell you?
Says that in some cases they're more humane than the humans are, and I tend to agree.
Well, they do a lot of raping and killing.
Yes, but they're also capable of compassion and love.
I haven't seen anything.
I married a goblin.
I have yet to...
I'll give you over that. That's where that conversation is going.
Yeah.
Thanks for ruining the moment, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Shut up. I need comment from the peanut gallery.
Yeah. I have yet to see anything like that from a goblin. I mean, Mercy. I've seen the Mask for Mercy, but that's about it.
Tells me it's your time. You're ready for your second trial,
Okay.
and he'll take you. And he says, take nothing with you,
I have nothing left.
and he will also take nothing with him, and he'll just ask you to follow him.
All right, I follow him.
And he will lead you essentially an hour away.
Okay, if it's that far away, I want to sort of try and make a mental note of, how we got there and how we got to the camp and that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Don't know what I need to do to make that roll to make a memory of that, but maybe a survival or something like that.
Survival.
Yeah, survival. Okay. 29.
It's only an hour. You're pretty sure you can make your way back
All
if you
right.
had to.
Cool. You get the feeling it's like, okay, now come back. So yeah. All right.
He leads you about an hour away, and at this point, he leads you to a abandoned campsite. And this campsite appears to be shoddily put up and shoddily taken down, it would seem, because there's two collapsed tents, fire pit that's been, looks like there were, it's been spread around and kicked.
Okay. Yep.
There's a log that's rolled up to sit next to you, and it's been rolled away. There's there's like a crate that's been busted open and is lying open. And he says, "Do you see this? This was says in the south there is a family of sorts of goblins, hobgoblins, that are the like, and they're having a disagreement at the moment
With themselves?
amongst themselves. It's caused a splintering, a number of goblins to split up and essentially form various camps around the woods.
Sure.
And he says this camp here was for a goblin family. They do have families,
As do humans. I look at him as I say that, by the way.
He will open up one of the tents and have you look inside. And what you see is a kind of bedroll that's laid out, obviously stained with blood a long time ago, and there is a skeleton inside, and it appears goblinoid in stature.
Okay. Why are you showing me this?
And he says, humans did this, The mercenaries that keep sins out. This is what they do.
Yeah, they have a bounty on goblin ears. I know
For
of
money. For no reason other than money. It's greed.
Well, I mean, the camp pays them for bounties of ears. I assume the mercenaries go out for the bounties. Not sure how the keep will, get anything from that other than the fact that they're safer now.
Safer from who? This family of goblins? A man, a woman?
Well, I wouldn't really say that it's actually the goblins in question. I'd say it's more of the threat of goblins. And if people are seeing ears coming in and
Panic.
people being paid, then I assume that they have some sort of well, thought of safety, I guess. That someone out there is protecting them, even if they're not.
And he says, you know, I leave this here as a reminder. I bring my men here to show them that in a lot of cases the humans are the monsters and the goblins are just trying to eke out whatever existence they can. They don't get any help. They don't get any assistance, no money. It's because they're goblins.
Sure. I sort of stand up and close the tent door, and I look at him and I'm like, what is it you want me to do?
Nothing. I want you to think. The reason we do what we do in this world is for what? What do you think?
Everyone needs a place to go to.
Everyone, or just humans?
I guess everyone. Everyone has their place. The only reason I have actually fought with goblins is because they've come into places that humans are.
He says, well, now it's the other way around, isn't it?
I wouldn't go as far to say that, but...
He says, let's sit, let's meditate.
I don't think Wells has ever meditated before, so... If anything, he's just going to sort of copy what's been put out in front of him.
Sure.
But he probably wouldn't be able to get to any sort of meditative state.
That's fine. If you're interested, I'll tell you there's some things lying around.
Okay, sure.
Within the tent itself, there was what appeared to be some sort of fabric. A couple of small boxes were in the tent. There was a chisel, some flint and steel that are nearby, just on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
What appears to be a hacksaw.
Okay. One-handed?
Yeah, I mean just a small hacksaw. Yeah, a tool.
Okay.
And those are just kind of lying about. And then, so Figs will sit down, cross-legged.
All right, now follow him.
Okay. Angular and Roland.
Now, Roland, please tell me that you have a 5 for once.
No! Go fish!
How did you even come up with this game?
Well, it's a game that I was taught in my childhood, you see.
Well, isn't that nice? What?
I imagine you're not playing right.
I probably would have. I mean, after a while, I would have picked it up. But the first couple of games, I would have been doing terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So, around what time would it be, Graham?
We're approaching midday.
All right.
I imagine that hopefully Jasper and Paul have gotten back to their boss man with the news of the bounty.
I'd imagine. Maybe, hopefully, they'll actually take advantage of it and not see it as some sort of passage.
Hopefully they don't forget about the unharmed part.
I'm more concerned that they don't forget about the alive part.
Well,
is
you
nice,
can't really be dead and unharmed.
Oh, you'd be surprised with some of the odd things you can see.
We cut back to Walzer attempting to meditate.
Yeah.
Eventually, the man with the long beard who approached you originally, Buster, as he was named, kind of comes up to the camp and he says, Figs, doesn't he speak with you? Figs says, Walzer, continue to think.
I'm not really thinking about anything in particular. I mean, his words have just been pretty much like, you know, par for the course is what I'd expect a guy living in the woods to be thinking about. So, yeah.
And Biggs will get up and listen to what Buster has to say.
Can I get a trouble sense check?
Not at this stage, no.
Okay.
You know, who knows what it could be anything. And
Or you let me know when there's an appropriate time to roll one.
sure. Yeah, at this stage, Figs will come back and he says, Walter, it's time to go.
I stand up and I sort of brush off my pants and I'm like, okay.
And he says, why don't you tell me about Boswell Thistleburrows?
How do you know about Boswell Thistleburrows?
I know many people. I understand you know him. Or knew him, as it were.
I sort of squint my eyes at that a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, he was an interesting fellow. Sort of like look at him from the side of my eyes, trying to get an idea of what he's trying to say.
And he says, you know, Boswell Thistleburrows was responsible for a lot of the Vale's problems, most of them, as a matter of fact.
It's an interesting
You didn't
way
do.
of looking at
You
it.
did the right thing.
I sort of I cross my arms and I look at him and I go, you're gonna... Okay.
Says apparently there's somebody looking for you. It's a bounty from the keep on your head for killing Boswell Thistleburrows. I must say, I'm quite impressed.
I start laughing. Alright. How much did they put on me?
50 gold pieces, as it were.
Ah. It's not a lot.
Well, it's enough for these men. They're looking to bring you in. I'm looking to not let them. As a beacon for what we stand for.
I just met you. Why would you trust me?
I don't trust you. At all. What I'm saying is that these men, you know, maybe Paul and Jasper will bring you in, but the rest of my men won't. So whatever Paul and Jasper tell you, don't listen to them. Says you want to stay with you. You want to stay here, don't you?
Well, I just want to do what I want to do. I don't really have any say in the matter right now. As you made me kick away the only friend in the world that I have. So
You have all the choice, Walzer. Keeps that way. Go ahead.
yeah, well, they got a bounty on my head now. And my crutch, well, that's gone too.
That's the life we lead, Walzer. Do you know how many bounties I have and how many languages?
I'd guess about maybe 4.
Oddly specific guess. There's more. Yeah. Something like that. I'll go back to the key. Go back to the camp.
Okay.
Says you're free to leave at any time.
Well, we both know that I can't.
Well, you can do anything you put your mind to.
I don't say anything.
He'll go and he will take his lucerne hammer and go back out to the woods.
Okay. I guess I'll stay at the camp.
Everybody looks at you with a steely gaze that was not apparent before. The mutual respect and kinship that you felt last night has gone. They see you as like a walking gold piece.
I sort of walk into the camp and I whistle to myself and I'm like, I start singing a song about 50 gold pieces.
A bearded man. You do notice also that Buster is not here. He stayed with Figs wherever he was at, wherever he went.
Mm-hmm.
A bearded man comes up to you, and this is Paul. Paul comes up to you, and he says, Walter, we've all agreed we're pretty keen to take you back to the keep for that bounty money.
Interesting. What makes you think I'll go with you?
Well, we have weapons and you don't.
Aye, but I can bite you.
You can. Once, maybe.
Have you ever been bitten by another man? I'm sure it'll look real good across your face when you're missing an ear.
Come on, now don't be like that. Let's go. Let's get walking.
I don't think I will.
He says, well, I'm keen to drag you. I have to.
I sort of walk further into the camp. And I sit down on, if there's a bedroll open, I'll sit down on it or whatever. Or a log next to a fire or
Make a
something.
cold shot in the back of your left leg.
Okay. I assume I don't know it's coming, so...
No. Let's see. This is a hunting knife. You wouldn't use his bow, obviously.
Oh, so he's actually stabbing me?
Essentially, yeah. He's just trying to... He wants to hobble you.
Okay.
And... well, no unusual effect, but...
So he does stab me?
He nicks you on the back of the leg.
Alright then, which leg?
He says... Left.
Alright, the moment I feel a nick come, can I swing my leg around and sort of see if I can clock him in the face? My other leg? Sort of like, maybe almost like just kick backwards or something like that?
Yeah, you can. It's gonna be... So you got your base attack bonus of +5.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna take a -4 non-proficiency penalty.
Okay, so D20 plus 1 then?
And then -4 for a cold shot.
I'm not... Well, I'm just kicking backwards if he's right there. So.
Okay. Just, yeah, sure.
Alright, so +1 or -3?
+1.
Okay. 12, not good enough?
It's definitely not good enough. He'll catch your leg and then flip you over on the ground.
Alright.
And he says, Walter, I'm bringing you in for that money.
And you're gonna lose an ear, you fuck knuckle.
He says, Jasper, help me with him.
Can I stand up?
If he tries to, he'll push you.
Push me back down. Well, in that case, I want to reach up with my good hand. I want to grab him around the scruff, and I want to pull him down and headbutt him.
Okay, strength contest first.
Okay.
Contest, rather. He rolls 17.
I fucking flog the shit out of that.
Yeah, you pull him down by the beard.
Oh, yeah. That's rough.
Ouch.
I want to headbutt him, and I
You
want
want
to aim for the bridge of his nose, if at all possible.
Okay, same thing, +1.
All right. Oh!
Hey.
Alright, yeah, you cold clock him and knock him out.
I stand up at that, and I grab his knife, and I'm like, come on, what's his name? Jesper?
Jasper.
Come on, Jesper, you fuck. You
He
want to
says,
lose an eye?
you think you're gonna make it out of here? And then you see the rest of the guys have drawn weapons and have looked in on the action.
Well, if you want that gold, you're going to have to take me alive. I know about the bounty.
And he says, he calls out to, somebody else. Malagorn, grab a net or something. And then let's roll initiative.
Okay. This can only... What's the initiative for fucking little knife?
Be +2.
Alright. Alright, 12. That's pretty respectable.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna throw the knife at Jasper. Right in the throat, if I can. Or just at his body. The biggest part. I'm just gonna throw the knife at him, I guess.
Yeah, that's just +1 still.
Okay. Can I add my muscle behind it in any way? Because for throwing?
No.
No?
Taking a non-penalty for throwing.
Okay. 12.
All right, the knife flies sideways and bounces harmlessly off his armor.
Alright, and then I outstretch my arms and I say, "Come at me, you fucking idiots."
Well, one arm.
Yeah. Can I make an intimidation check here?
Hmm.
I mean, I have knocked the man unconscious with one arm, basically.
I suppose.
Okay.
Well, at a penalty, though, because
Sure.
you're unarmed.
What are we dealing with here, then? It's plus
-4.
18. -4, so, okay. Plus 14, then.
That's, 4 crits?
Yeah.
My God in heaven!
All right, what do you say? Give me something else. Give me another tidbit of intimidation.
You think this is the first band of men that I've taken out by myself? I even have a fucking broken arm, and you guys aren't walking any faster towards me. You are children, all of you!
And, okay. Firstly, Jasper is going to come at you with his hunting knife, I suppose.
Okay.
Attack. He'll miss. You dance wildly. You dance away from him.
Alright, can I punch him in the back of the head?
Hold on, he's not the only one there.
Okay, sure.
Obviously they don't want to harm you, but somebody's going to come up from behind you with a like a mace, not like a very ornate mace, it's like a sphere on a handle. Try to knock you out on the back of the head. It's going to be a knockout blow. Anybody can do a knockout. It's called a sap, really.
Okay, yeah.
They take a
King hit or
penalty.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to make a Constitution check, so you can go and roll that.
I think it's 11.
Okay, he critically fails.
And I fucking almost perfect that shit.
Yeah.
Please.
Let's see what happens on that critical fail, though.
He drops his weapon. Pick it up.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually. So he goes in for the knockout blow. You step aside. He falls. His mace goes out of his hands, out of his grip.
Mm.
And then what do you want to do?
What is it? A one-handed mace?
Yeah.
Can I pick it up?
You gotta move over to pick it up.
All right. Yeah. I'll pick it up.
You also should have been taking for that knife throw. You should have taken an offhand penalty, -4 also.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
I forgot to mention, but didn't make a difference. But so you will take a non-proficiency penalty and a offhand penalty.
What's the difference between punching a man and then using a mace with those rolls? Like, is it better to punch a man? Like, if I just use it as, like, a club or whatever, just, like, you know how you swing a bat or whatever, even if you don't know.
Well, yeah, the only reason you took a non-proficiency penalty from the kick was because it was, like, a martial arts maneuver.
Sure, yeah, okay.
And so a punch, you don't take a non-proficiency. You can't take a non-proficiency penalty for a punch.
Okay.
But it'll still be offhand.
Okay.
-4 versus -8 with more damage,
Okay.
theoretically.
Alright. Alright, then I'll still pick it up. I gotta defend myself,
Okay.
so. And then, if the guy's on the ground... Like,
Yeah.
I don't really understand how it works, but can I go back to him and just whack him in the back of the head with it?
Yep.
I'll do that.
So the called shot penalty cancels out the prone
Mm-hmm.
bonus, or yeah, and so you're just taking you're still taking -8
Okay.
for offhand and etc.
Okay, so just -8.
No, well, +5 for the basic attack bonus.
So,
So just
-3.
-3.
Yeah. 10.
All right. No, you're it's just too awkward in your left hand.
Fine.
You don't get
like,
enough power.
Yep.
You don't get enough power behind it.
That's fine. The moment I do that, then, if I see that that's how it's happening, I'm just gonna fucking drop it. Like, I'll swing down with it, and then it'll hit the ground, I guess, and then I'll just let go of it, and I'll stand back up and face whoever's coming at me.
Okay. Jasper's gonna come at you with the knife.
Mm-hmm.
Why me?
Okay.
Critical miss again.
Damn.
It looks like someone's definitely not using any of his named dice.
This is rude blue getting the critical ones.
He's
So
trying.
how
he's trying to
badly does a dice have to perform before it loses its name?
Never probably.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's trying to get he's trying to get a die kill on Walzer so that he can name another die. That's basically what's happening here.
Oh, they aren't trying to kill you.
Yeah.
You were actually able. Go and make a dexterity check, Walzer.
Sure. 9. 27. Fucking boom.
Jeez, yeah. You were able to actually. He lunges at you. You're able to hit his hand such that you grab the knife out of it.
All right.
And then the man on the ground will attempt to stand up, which provokes an attack of opportunity.
Can I use... Oh, attack of opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As you stand up, standing up adjacent to you provokes an attack of opportunity.
Am I able to do pinning smash on him?
Yeah.
With the attack of opportunity, I mean?
Sure.
I'll do that. So what is it with the knife? Is it +1? We decided on? It's +5, but then it's -4 for...
for non-proficiency, and then -4 for offhand, so it's still -3.
It's still -3. Okay. But with pinning smash, is that like... Do I just have to hit with a normal... Like, if I was to just, like, maybe put my foot on the back of his neck sort of thing to keep him on the ground.
Right. Well, you can do that without pinning smash.
Okay.
Just it will require a muscle contest for him to move.
Sure, I feel like I'll be better off with that.
Okay.
Then I'll do that.
Okay, so you stand on top of him, and then at that point, there's another man that has come to fight. He's got a foppish hat on. He's got a net in his hand. You can say, "Take it easy, just nice and slow, Walzer."
I throw the knife at him.
Okay, sure, your turn. That's for your turn.
Yep. So that was D20 -3?
Still -3.
Yeah.
Yep.
7.
All right, yeah, the knife just hits the ground harmlessly.
In hindsight, I probably should have kept it to cut the net, but that's all right.
Jasper, unarmed, will now try to tackle you to the ground.
Strength check?
Well, firstly, he makes an attack roll.
Yep.
He fails. You're able to shrug him off without a problem.
I bitch slap him.
Okay.
This is back of the hand, just like fucking whack
Yeah.
as hard as I can.
Can I get a slapping sound effect? Oh yeah, there you go.
Well done.
Yeah.
Okay. The man with the net will attempt to throw it on you.
Okay.
Um,
Is there a way that I can dodge and maybe make the net land on like the two that are next to me?
Yeah. He has missed.
Okay, that's what I would do, and I would argue that still happens. Like they'd be covered in a net now.
Well, not both of them. They didn't miss that bad.
Maybe the one that I'm standing.
The guy on the ground is
Yeah.
netted.
Okay.
That's fine. Get your move.
All right. First thing I want to make another intimidation check here. Roll, and
Okay.
I want to say, big strong bandits, huh? Can't even fucking take out one man with a broken arm. You really are children. And plus 14, or does it go up to 18 now?
Yeah, I'll give you 18 because of all that.
26.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
He'll
gonna.
say,
Yep.
the guy who tried to grapple you will say, "Go ahead, go then."
I'm not going anywhere.
He says, "What do you mean?"
You think I can go back there now? No, I'm staying here. You just have to live with the fact that I just bitch slapped the shit out of you. That's all.
And he says, "You won't last the night."
What, you think you're gonna kill me in the night?
He might, pointing to Paul. Once
Paul
you're
was
done
the-
with this, he'll bag you up and turn you in himself.
And let's see how long it takes, shall we? And then I want to walk back to the camp and sort of sit down.
Where?
Or if there's a fire or something like that, I'll sit down next to the fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess that's where we'll stop.
Yeah.
Well then.
Fucking hell, that
Let's-
last fight, man.
Let's get one last segment with Roland and Engelard right quick.
Yeah.
Just for context, what time would it be by now?
Midday.
Well, we still got 20 minutes left in the last hour if you want to.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Okay.
No way. Oh, do we?
Yeah.
No, we don't.
It only start the time when we start actually playing, so.
Anywho, let's get one last segment. What are you guys doing? It's still midday. You guys, there's no reason they should be back yet.
Well,
Yeah,
then nothing. I suppose we discuss where we want to go for lunch.
Yeah.
You know, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Arby's.
Well, personally, I think Inward might be hanging low for now since they said something about anybody associated with Walzer.
Right. Good call. Where would you go?
Probably just stay. I don't know, maybe stay.
Maybe guard.
You know, he's probably in my lab. He's probably
Okay.
staying in my lab.
Actually, yeah.
That'd be interesting. I imagine Engelard would be maybe reading a book or something, or looking around, just enthralled.
Yeah, I've got a lot of books.
Yeah.
Look at all
Maybe
these
the
books.
opinion of Roland has changed in his mind now after seeing what he actually does.
I mean, I like his collection of books.
Yeah.
You see that Roland appears like he maybe knows more than he appears.
Maybe.
Well, I do blow things up, you understand.
Well, yes,
and
I
not
noticed.
through accident, you know. I mean, sometimes it's accidental, but other times I actually intend for it to happen.
Interesting. And I'll probably get back to reading one of his books, which is probably something detailing on how the hell he would do that.
Yeah, chemistry.
Yep, I doubt that. Would have studied much chemistry,
Doubt it.
so this is mostly a new topic.
Interesting. Okay.
See, certain things have innate natural properties. When they interact with other things, those properties can augment and change.
Really? Oh, that's actually kind of interesting.
And then as they talk, we'll fade away slowly.
Yep.
And then we'll fade in with Pike for a second.
Sure.
Pike is running full sprint back towards the keep.
Mhm.
Yeah. He can feel that Walzer is in emotional distress, but he was told not to worry about it.
Mhm.
Then he feels that Walzer has been bolstered by something and
Yeah,
makes
the
him
bitch
feel
slap.
makes him feel happy, though kind of sad that he's not there too with him.
Yeah.
And at that point, we see that Pike kind of stops. He kind of rears up and stops. At which point we see some dark figures in the woods. Two of them. Six-legged creatures.
Spiders.
And then six-legged creatures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Disabled spiders.
yes.
Non-spiders.
I
And
forgot
then
spiders had 8 legs.
and then we'll stop.
Okay.
I Did not expect that fight. Oh my god, that was... I don't know how to handle that. Like, either Graham's rolling or, like, I don't know, like, that could have gone a lot really differently.
Could have gone really bad.
It could have gone really bad.
That could have gone with you being back with us.
It's what the rolls happen. This is all ad libs.
Yeah. I'm just happy that I got to bitch slap Jasper.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite part. Yeah.
Good game, everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks for running, Graham. That was really fun.
Yeah.
That was
Good. I'm glad.
at least amusing to see the adventures of Walzer with a broken arm.
Oh no!
Apparently, it's not much. Not much changes.
Not much changed. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
No, I'm trying to remember. Besides all the combat crits, did you roll anything on a skill?
Yeah, you rolled 4.
And a
No,
one.
it was a...
I got a 1 at one point.
There was plus 10 and plus 11. A plus 10 and plus 11 way earlier on.
I got the I got a D20 for one was for I don't remember what the 2 D20s consecutive were.
I don't remember either.
My plus 10 was
It wasn't any of your skills. You don't have any plus 10 skills.
Yeah.
yeah. I believe
Maybe
It was all.
Doesn't-
It was like a charisma check and.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
and-
charisma check and the drink and constitution. That's what it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
But obviously
and
an
does
increase.
I know Rhett got a 20. What was
I got
that
a 20 on intuition, not a skill.
Yeah,
Right.
true.
All right.
All right.
That's pretty fun. That's
Yeah.
All right, good game, everybody.
good game. Good goal.
Had a good time.
Yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. We will be back Thursday with Die Party Hollowworth Expedition, which is a very, very interesting game. Starting to build up to be something completely awesome. And that's one by Rec. That starts at 5 p.m. PST on Thursdays. And then it will be... The next time this game will be live is Saturday, 5 p.m. PST. We might actually change it to be like half an hour early. I'll let everyone know, during the week, if times need to change. But I imagine it would just be like sort of a half an hour floating time start at some point. It just makes it easier for everyone to play. Yeah, if you haven't, please follow the channel. It really helps me out. I'm especially interested in growing the community right now. And if you want, go check out the YouTube channel, which has over 100 hours worth of Die Party content, including this. There's also a highlights reel there that you can watch. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks, everyone. This will be up in a few hours, maybe tomorrow. The first episode, or the first hour will be up tomorrow. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. See you later, guys.
Yep. Bye.
Bye bye.